Alright, we are live. Hello and welcome to some live coding of Bellhop. Obviously this is first time, so apologies for any rustiness in any regard whatsoever, but it can only get better from here. So, I'll get off this branch. Right now, we are on this commit, just for posterity. This is where we're going to be working off, and our task today is to add a menu. Let me show you what Bellhop currently looks like. This is annoying. Okay. Well, we'll just play. Should I move this? Okay. Yeah, and when I complete this level, apologies, I know exactly what I'm doing here, although I'm not going to get the top score. Alright, and I get this tips is for a metric for our score right now. But then the only way to get from the screen is just to exit the entire thing. So we want basically some control. Currently which level you enter is somewhat determined by this, so I could also do, I believe, something like this. And here I'm playing a different level from before. Etc. So we want some sort of menu that can. It's probably going to look at all of the level files we have in a certain directory, and you can choose level, and then once that's done, you come back out to the menu, etc. So let me show you a bit of what the code is doing right now. Yes, so the main, once this is main, whoa. Once main comes in, and we will normally go to the prod mode, which is this one. We're going to build a game controller, which is this top one, and then we're just going to call run on it with that clock. So the Bellhop controller, this is a loop going at 30 frames a second. That's collecting input and then passing it to our model to step one by one. And this is the model. Kind of works very basically on this state enum, and currently now we have an absorbing state, a level complete. So current state gets to here, and we just keep stepping and nothing happens. We get to level complete via somehow up here, but the point is we're kind of stuck here. So controller just keeps calling step, and then it also has its view, which in this case is the console view on the right here, and we call paint. So paint does know that the level is completed and prints something different, but it's just going to keep printing that. And the only way I have quit at all right now is with this code, or we could also quit with Q. So lots to kind of think about right now. It's obviously somewhat messy in terms of how we're, particularly kind of how we're connecting input. It's strange sitting here in our overall controller. So I think our overall sort of first step is to kind of zoom out and have multiple of these. So this model class, which we're calling step on, and takes a level as one of its only constructor argument. We obviously want to create a new one of these every time we start a new level. Then we should probably have something else. I guess another kind of another model, basically a menu model, and this will also have, I guess, something like step, and also do something with user input. But eventually you'll be able to interchange between the different models, I guess the different controls. Right now this is calling it I don't like this name. To me this is so I think we should change this to an I bellhop control, or just an I control. And then basically we can have multiple classes that use this interface. User input won't be direction every time, so we'll have to think about that. But basically, we have controls, we keep calling step on them, and sometimes when we call step, maybe it will return a new I control. Or somehow an I control has to indicate when it's done, and which I control we're going to next. In the case of the game, it will just want to return to the main menu. In the main menu, it will want to return to the level specifically that's been picked. So yeah, first we want to refactor, I think, in kind of just basically abstract a few of these classes, particularly like the model, and if we look how this was constructed, we want to abstract this view and the model one step out, because both of these, well, I guess the view doesn't need to be created every time. Well, it does, because it takes a model as its input. Yeah, both of these classes need to be re-initialized every time we select a level. So neither of them should be here, and we should be returning a class that basically starts with a given we should be returning a controller that starts with like a given controller, or control, to use my new terminology, and then should be able to switch between them. Okay, so lots of stuff there, but that's hopefully will become a bit more clear as we work through it. I think I also don't need this. Okay. So I think I'm going to start with controller class. We sort of want a main controller class. What is this I controller right now? Oof. That's bad. But an I controller basically wants to call into this one's okay. Let's say this controller is always going to do the painting. No, but that's no, because this also needs to be. we want this to call into something else, do the stepping and the painting, then put that into the display, and then tick to our next step. And that's why I'm going to create an interface I control. Okay, let's just do it. Let's call this I control. And this is going to take a step. It's not going to take user input. And it may end up returning an I control. Well, I'll think about that. Okay. So right now, yeah, this is complaining. And this should become clear what I'm trying to do right here in a minute. So I have a view here. I'm going to register all of this stuff. I won't do that stuff in here. I don't need a clock. This is going to be called step. And oh, I still have my own game. Yeah, so this doesn't currently work, but the idea is this thing doesn't need a view, or any of this. In the Bellhop controller, all it needs to do is step. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. We have one controller that's doing the full loop. It's calling into a control, particularly the Bellhop control. The Bellhop control knows, yeah, this is just going to be the rest of the Yeah, so my Bellhop controller is still specific in that it's something that takes user input and da 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 da. Where is this? These are my model interfaces. Okay, I still like that. I'm going to go wherever this one is. And create eye control here. So this is going to be Okay. This now is going to have the bellhop controller. So, where is a bellhop control? We can at least do that. Whoa. Yeah, where is this broken stuff? I guess we'll find out. Probably broken stuff here, maybe. Guess not. Okay, what stuff is broken now? Now, this is going to have something called game. Okay. I think we've gotten somewhere now. Now there is an extra level. We step here. This is of type I control. It collects its own input. It knows how to step through its own model. This is just nitpicky. I like that better. Okay. But now the point is that we could also have another class here. And this is of course also going to have its step. And this will do stuff like okay. Yes, that makes sense to me. So an I control returns another I control. Oh, it doesn't like that. What? Okay. It's too meta. Well, I need some method on my I control to return a new one. Unless I control has... No, I do need that. That's not good enough. Okay. What's going on? How? This isn't going to give me a quick answer, apparently. Okay. Right, in the interest of time, I will leave that for the moment. But basically, we're going to have a level menu control, this control, each time I step. I guess maybe we can ask if it's over. No, it's still going to be most neat for it to return a new control. I don't really want to do it any other way. Then we're going to have to like switch on whatever it's returned, some other crap it's returned. Oh yeah, it's a typing thing, isn't it? Okay. It's annoying that it has to return itself every single time. Maybe we could add some sort of like, is it over? But right now. It returns itself. Now we should check that this actually works in some regard. So a console view. Let's give it what it was. It takes a view and then the model. We can pass that in here. I think it's going to be the same here. I don't know how my IDE doesn't tell me everything that's broken yet, but we'll see. Oof. Debug controller. Oh god, this is going to need to have all of the same stuff. So the main difference here Okay, here we go. This is nice refactoring. So, no, that's wrong. We want this to be, we do want it to be that. We can't get state from model. Is that true? Oh. Whatever, this is just broken. This was already broken. I'll let that continue to complain. I guess the type checker should be catching this. Oh, and then it does the time sleep. You can't sit in that mini controller. We just want this to be able to do running. Is there anything wrong at this point? Okay. Whoa. Okay. Oh, it doesn't quit now. For some reason, it's kind of stopped quitting. Doesn't seem right. Okay, Q worked. How many have I pressed it like 5 times? It worked. Okay. But exiting. Oh, I removed exiting. That was fun. Why did I do that? I wanted that to be in this part. I'm gonna go online and find the code. So it's specifically this stuff. I want to say poll event type peak. Yes, this looks good. Game dot event dot peak. Game dot quit. What can you just do? Okay, it's obviously still pretty messy exit, but let's see what this is doing. That worked. Q worked. Pressing up a couple times and then quitting also worked. Okay. So let's recap. Right now, we have a controller that now is calling step to a control. I'm going to rename this a control. It trusts that the control handles things like getting most of the events, apart from quit, and does its own logic stepping and also paints. And then we just come back here and displays it in ticks. Cool. So now we can think about, in the next part, how this method's going to sometimes return a level menu control. Specifically, we're going to have to be asking the model. Going to have to somehow ask the model: are you done? Are you in level complete? Or maybe beyond that, because we don't want to go straight from level complete to the end. We'll have some way of that. And then with here, this is going to have its own collection input, its own stepping, and that will enable, I'm imagining a sort of it will display a line for all of our levels, and there'll be like some ticker, and you can just press up and down to get the caret pointing at the right one, and then when you press enter, it will then create back to one of these controls. So yeah, that's kind of like a first sort of refactor here that I think makes sense. And hopefully from here, yeah, I think we're on our way to getting some menu. Alright, so I'll leave it there until next time. Peace.